सवासुदेवनुचरं प्रशान्तं बृहस्पते प्राक्तनयं प्रतीतम् आलिङ्ग्यगाढं प्रणयेन भद्रम् स्वानामपृच्छद् भगवत् प्रजानाम् सवासुदेवानुचरं प्रशान्तं बृहस्पते प्राक्तनयं प्रतीतम् आलिङ्ग्यगाढं प्रणयेन भद्रम् स्वानापपृच्छद् भगवत् प्रजानाम् सवासुदेवानुचरं प्रशान्तं बृहस्पते प्राक्तनयं प्रतीतम् आलिङ्ग्यगाढं प्रणयेन भद्रम् स्वानापृच्छद् भगवत् प्रजानाम् सह he Vidur Vasudeva Lord Krishna Anucharam constant companion Prashantam very sober and gentle Brihaspati of Brihaspati the leader the learned spiritual master of demigods Prak formally Tanayam son or disciple Pratitam acknowledge Alingya embracing Gadham very feeling Pranayena in love Bhadram auspicious Swanam his own Aprichat asked Bhagavat the personality of a God Rajanam family translation and purport by His loving divine grace is translation then due to his great love and feeling Vidura embraced him Uddhava who was a constant companion of Lord Krishna and formerly a great student of Brihaspati. Vidur then asked him for the news of the family of Lord Krishna, the personality of the God. Vidur was older than Uddhav, like a father, and therefore when the two met, Uddhav bowed down before Vidur, and Vidur embraced him because Uddhav was younger like a son. Vidura's brother Pandu was Lord Krishna's uncle, and Uddhava was a cousin to Lord Krishna. According to social custom, therefore, Vidura was to be respected by Uddhava on the level of his father. Uddhav was a great scholar in logic, and he was known to be a son of disciple of Krishna. The greatly learned priest and spiritual master of the demigods. Vidura asked Uddhava about the welfare of his relatives, although he already knew that they were no longer in the world. This inquiry appears to be very queer, but Srila Jiva Goswami states that the news was shocking to Vidura, who therefore inquired again due to great curiosity. Thus, his inquiry was psychological and not practical. Kashit Purana Purusho Svanabhyam Atmanuvritteha Kila Vartinam Asataurvya Kushalam Vidaya Utakshano Kushalam Shurage. Please tell me where the original personality of a Godhead incarnated themselves at the request of Brahma, who is born out of a lotus flower from the Lord, and who have increased the prosperity of the world by elevating everyone, are doing well in the house of Krishna. The Lord Krishna and Balaram are not two different personalities of God. God is one without a second, but He expands Himself in many forms without their being separate from one another. They are all plainly expansion. The immediate expansions of Lord Krishna is Baladev. And Brahma, born from a lotus flower from Garbhodashai Vishnu, is an expansion of Baladev. This indicates that Krishna and Baladev are not subjected to the regulations of the universe. While, on the contrary, the whole universe is under their subjugation. They appeared at the request of Brahma to liberate the burden of the world. And they relieve the world by many superhuman activities so that everyone became happy and prosperous, because the happiness of the family of the Lord's devotees depends on the happiness of the Lord. Vidur first of all inquired about the well-being of the Lord. Kashit Kurunam Paramasubhram Suvarna Hamasaste Sukamanga Shauri Yo Vai Swasronam Pitru Vidadati Varan Vadanyo Varatarpanena. Please tell me whether the best friend of the Kurus or brother-in-law Vasudev is doing well. He is very beneficent. He is like a father to his sisters, and he always pleasing to his wives. In this successive shlokas, there is a wonderful example of social responsibilities and social behavior. So when Vidurji saw first Uddhava, and Uddhava also when he saw Vidurji, both they embraced each other. As per the social etiquette, father, father's brother, and father's friends, they are as respected as someone respects his father. So here we can see Vidurji being the brother of Pandu, who was the uncle of Lord Krishna. And Uddhavji was a cousin to Lord Krishna. So Uddhavji respected Vidurji as a son respects his father. The second thing mentioned here, that Uddhavji was just not a good human being, but he was also a great devotee of the Lord. And he was personally trained by the spiritual master of demigods, Brihaspati. And specifically, he taught Nyaya. This is one amongst the Shada Darshans. The 6 darshan which are presented by different munis, like Nyaya, Vaishashaki, Sankhya Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttar Mimamsa. These are the Shadangas. And among them, Nyaya, which is considered as a logic, was taught to Uddhava by Brihaspati, the spiritual masters of them. And being such a highly elevated, highly learned person, Uddhavji, when he saw Vidurji, and Vidurji asked him about the family of their lordship, what has happened, because before the battle of Kurukshetra started, Vidurji left Hastinapur and he started for healing. And after finishing his Tirtha Yatra, he came back. And now he's asking, the only one personality who was there, Uddhavji. But in further we will see that how Uddhavji, he guided Vidurji towards Maitreya Rishi, who was senior by age, by knowledge. So that's the Vaishnava etiquette. If you find someone superior is there than us, so it's better to direct the people towards him, so that the people who come, they can get the best. That one may interaction may change the whole life of that person. So it is always better to ask the learned, a very faithful person, or who does his sadhana properly. And only that person, because he possesses something, the effect of his sadhana, so he can give you or he can show you something. Otherwise, it's not possible. Then Vidurji started asking about Uddhavji that Let me know about the know-how about Pandavas, then Mother Rohini and other things of the Lord. And then Vidura, one by one, started answering these questions. Kashid Uratha Pratyumna aste Sukhamangavira Yam Rukmini Bhagavato Bhilebe Aradhya Vipran Smaramadi Sarage. Oh Uddhav, please tell me, how is Pratyumna, the commander-in-chief of Yadu, who was Cupid in a former life? Rukmini bore him a son from Lord Krishna. By the grace of Brahmanas, whom she pleased. According to Jiva Goswami, Cupid or Kamadev is one of the eternal associate of Lord Krishna. Jiva Goswami has explained with very elaborately in his treatise called Krishna Sundara. Kashit Sukham Satvata Vrishni Bhoja Tasarhakanam Adipasaste Yamabhyashinchan Tapantranetro Drupasanasham Parirutyadura. Oh my friend, tell me whether Ugrasena, the king of the Satvatas, Vrishnis, Bhojakas and Dashrahas is now going well. He went far away from the kingdom, leaving aside all hope of his royal throne. But Krishna again and again installed him. Actually, the pure devotees of the Lord, they never wanted to occupy any material designation, because that designation may bow him again back to this material world. So here we see that Vidura never had any possession, and that's why he asked about the relatives, especially the intimate relatives of their Lordship. And he asked about the Pratyumna. It's said in Skanda Purana, this Lord, his devotees, they're so precious. To know about them, to discuss about them, always purifies our heart. And as Vidurji wanted to see their Lordship, so he was traveling all around everywhere to purify himself so that he can have a direct oral reception with them. And then he has asked about Pradyumna, about Maharaj Ugrasen, and further he made inquiry about Kachiddare Saumya Suta Sadaksha Aste Agraniratinam Sadhu Sambaha Asudayam Jambavati Vratadhya Devaguyam Yombi Dayatrukoyam. O gentle one, doth Samba fare well? He exactly resembles the son of the personality of the God. In previous birth, he was born as a Kartikeya in the womb of wife of Lord Shiva. And now he has been born in the womb of Jambavati, the most enriched wife of Krishna. The Lord Shiva, one of the three qualitative incarnations of the personality of the Godhead, is the plenary expansion of the Lord. Kartikeya, born of him, is on the level of Pradyumna, another son of Lord Krishna. When Lord Sri Krishna descends into the material world, all his potencies all his plenary portions also appear with him to exhibit different functions of the Lord. But for the pastimes at Vrindavan, all functions are performed by Lord Krishna, different plenary expansions. Vasudev is a plenary expansion of Narayana. He appeared in his capacity as Narayana. Similarly, all the demigods of the heavenly kingdom appeared as associates of the Lord in the form of Pradyumna, Samba, Uddhava, etc. It is learned here that Kamadeva appeared as a Pradyumna, Kartikeya as a Samba, and one of the Vasus as Uddhava. All of them were served in different capacities in order to enrich the pastimes of Krishna. O gentle one does Sam farewell. He exactly resembles the son of the personality of the Godhead. In a previous birth, he was born as a Kartikeya in the womb of the wife of Lord Shiva. And now he has king born in the womb of Jambavati, the most enriched wife of Krishna. So here again, Prabhupada in purport gives in passage, there are innumerable pastimes of the Lord, and according to that, Lord has innumerable Lord's different expansion, they appeared in Lord's different pastimes for different purposes. So, Pradyumna, Samba, and Uddhava, they have their own identity. Like a Pradyumna was, in his previous life, he was a Kamadev. And Samba was exactly resembling their lordship. And same like a Uddhavji. So, worshipping the Lordship and his pure devotees is always glorious. That purifies our existence. And once the existence is purified, then it becomes very easy to remember the Lordship, to think about them, to talk about them, and to know about them. So, in the conversation between Uddhava and Vidurji, you will see that how wonderfully Lord tries to relate himself with his devotees and how they have a wonderful interaction with each other. That's it. I'm not able to hear you anything what you are saying. He was trained in Nyaya. Sorry, not Nyaya. Nyaya is different. Tarka. He was trained in Tarka. Tarka means logic. There are different Tarkas through which they try to understand the reality. But Tarka or Pratishtha, with the Tarka, we can't establish the absolute truth. So that's not the proper way of gaining knowledge. But still, he got trained by Brihaspati himself in this particular factor. Tarka, Nyaya, Vaishashaki, Sankhya, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttar Mimamsa. Like a Sankhya Yoga is analytical study of material nature. Tarka, through logic, you can try to understand how things are happening, with relating them with something that you know. Vaishashaki, that gives detailed study about the what they call atom, nuclear, electron, proton, like that. And yoga, it teaches about Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and other things. Purva Mimamsa, that explains about Karmakanda. And Uttar Mimamsa is Vedanta Sutra. Upanishadas, Aranyakas, that comes under Uttar Mimamsa. And there is another Prasthanastraya. The Prasthanastraya is considered as a Vedanta Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, and Mahabharata. मेरी माँ पढ़ो, अच्छी तरह से पढ़ो, क्या लिखा है वहां पे? पिछले जन्म में शिव और शिवानी, उनका पुत्र था कार्तिकेय। तो शाम पिछले जन्म में कार्तिकेय के रूप में प्रकट हुआ और इस जन्म में वे भगवान के पुत्र के रूप में। ठीक है, भागवतम नेपाली में नहीं है क्या? लेकिन समझ में किसके आता है? कौन? हाँ, आया ना, फिर ये क्यों कंफ्यूज हो गया?